What's up, everybody? Nick with AddictedToFit.com. Well, we're finally here. It's the end of Insanity Round 2. Been through it twice now. Gotten some really good results. So I just want to share with you my results over the first two rounds here, as well as kind of a review of the program itself, some pros and cons, and a couple other insanity-related questions that I get a lot that I just want to touch on. First of all, my results. As you may have seen in some of my other videos, I started this out back in, it was probably May of this year. I was 185 pounds. I had a 37-inch waist. I was like 24%, 25% body fat. I was in the worst shape of my life. I hadn't been that big well, I've never been that big. I started out with Insanity. First round, got some really good results. I mean, visible results if you look at my before and after pictures. I went down to 168 pounds. So I dropped 17 pounds. I dropped 4.5 inches off my waist. I went down to 32.5-inch waist, and I went down to about 16% body fat. After that, I took about a month off. I went home on vacation. I did a lot of swimming and stuff, as I said in one of the videos, but I took a break from Insanity. During that time, I gained 2 pounds. Not too bad. So when I started round 2, I was at 170 pounds. This time around, I didn't have as much weight loss, but I still saw results. Obviously, I didn't have as much weight to lose this time around, so I didn't lose as much weight. I went down to about 163 this time around, so from 170 to 163, I lost 7 pounds there. But I did lose another inch on my waist, so I'm down to 31.5. I haven't been below 32 in years, so definitely shredding off the body fat, and I'm down to about 12% body fat right about now. Not as much visible change in the before and after pictures this round, other than a little bit more muscle definition. Obviously, there's not much size difference, but I'm starting to notice, more muscle definition. A little bit in the abs, and then in like the shoulders and chest, I'm getting a little bit more muscle definition. So that's my results for the first two rounds. All in total, I've lost 22 pounds over the first two rounds, and I've lost 6 inches off my waist or so. Really good results for me. I feel great. I look better, and I'm healthier. All around, I'm healthier. So it's been a really great program for me. Not stopping here. As you know, I'm moving on to another program, Insanity Asylum. And then after that, I'm going to keep going with some P90X and some more stuff in the future, some hybrids. As far as Insanity itself, just a kind of a brief, what I think of the program. It's not a perfect program. No program's perfect. There's always going to be things about it that maybe you don't like. Maybe I might love it, but you might not like it. So there's pros and cons to every program. With Insanity, the pros, in my opinion, one, no equipment. You don't need any equipment. All you need is yourself and your TV and a DVD player. Pop the disc in, you press play, and you go. You can't get much simpler than that. Another pro, in my opinion, it was only a 60-day program. Some people, especially when you're first getting into working out after maybe not working out, maybe you never worked out, 90 days is a long time to commit to something if you haven't done anything. So 60 days is a bonus because it's not too long. I mean, even though it's only 1 month less, but it seems like a lot less. So mentally, you're like, I can do 60 days. Also, the length of the workouts. Throughout month 1, your workouts are 40-45 minutes. As you get into month 2, they start stretching closer to an hour. But really, an hour and 5-10 minutes is the longest workout you have through this whole program. So it's really easy to squeeze it in to your daily routine. I mean, if you can't find an hour of time in your day, then you're lying to yourself somewhere, because there's always time there's always that time that you could squeeze out. Maybe you don't watch as much TV, or you don't get online, or whatever it is. There's things in your life that you can take out if you really want it, and that's the key. You gotta want it. Another pro, in my opinion, is Shaun T himself. He's an awesome motivator. He's always, saying the right things at the right time. Like, when you're dying, he'll get up there and he'll tell you, come on, you got to dig deeper. You can do it. He's very positive, and sometimes he'll get in he'll get in your face and actually tell you, you need to get back here and stop taking so much time. And it's the things you really want to hear at that point in time. So that to me really helped me out. I really love Shaun T and his enthusiasm. Now, as I said, nothing's perfect, so there are some bad points of the program. For one, it's a very strenuous program, and it can be hard on your knees and ankles, especially if you've had previous problems with your knees or your back or your ankles. There's a lot of plyometrics, a lot of jumping in it. So if you're not careful with your form, and you're not, like, if you're jumping on hard surfaces and stuff, it can be really hard on your joints, and you can injure yourself, or just everyday pain from doing the program. So you really have to be careful with that and monitor that. Another thing, in my opinion, there's not really enough stretching in the program. You do you do your warm up, and then you do a stretch, and then you do your workout, and you do a cool down stretch. But sometimes I found that I have to do a little bit of extra stretching, because maybe he doesn't hit certain muscle groups that I need to stretch out. Like, and you'll notice throughout the program that you'll start feeling sore in certain areas, and those are the areas that you need to work on additionally. So if your calves are bothering you, do some calf stretches. Whatever it is. Sometimes it's, if you get into some of the workouts, you do a lot of push-ups and stuff, and he doesn't really do a whole lot of stretching in the upper body. So, like, you might, in the chest, you might get some muscle soreness and stuff like that. So you might need to work that out on your own. It can get repetitious. The way the program's designed, you're doing a lot of the moves over and over and over again. I mean, especially the interval workouts. You're doing a set of moves, and then each workout you're going to do that 3 times, and then you'll move on to a second set of exercises, and you'll do that 3 times. And then that workout you're going to do multiple times throughout the program as well. So you get a little bit of repetition going, and especially if you're in a second round or a third round, it can start to get a little bit repetitious, and I don't want to say boring, because I don't think it was ever boring, but sometimes you just want a little something new. So if you're planning on doing it for more than one round, you gotta watch out for that, because sometimes it can dig on the motivation. You might be like, oh, I got to do this one again. So just be wary of that. If you're doing it just once, it's really not that bad. But if you're going to do it more than once, I would suggest either spacing them out, maybe doing Insanity, then doing another program, and then come back to Insanity, or doing hybrids after you do your first round. Do a hybrid or something, so it's not the same workout over and over again. Now, another thing, there's not a lot of upper body stuff in this program. Insanity really concentrates on your core and lower body stuff. Like I said, there's a lot of plyometrics, jump training, stuff like that. But there's really not a whole lot of upper body work. You do push-ups, but I mean, there's no resistance training as far as weights or anything like that go. So I mean, it's basically all just your body weight, push-ups. But if you're looking to get some muscle mass on you, this is not really a great program for it. It'll slim you down, it'll burn fat, but you're not really going to get ripped doing it. Another con is if you're coming off being a couch potato, no easy way to put that, but if you're out of shape and you haven't done any kind of workout, jumping into this program could set you back, in that you might quit, because These workouts are very intense. They're very hard, and it could discourage you when you get in there and you start huffing and puffing, and like a lot of times you get that voice. I can't keep up with this. I can't do what they're doing. So it'll discourage you, and if you're not strong in your head, you might give up and quit. That's not to say that you can't do this program, without any kind of fitness base. You can, and a lot of people have done it. But you just have to be wary of that. If you're the type of individual that doesn't have that strength of mind to push through those thoughts of I can't do this or this is too hard, then you might want to start with another program or just some kind of basic fitness to get a good base before you jump into a program like this. Some people can do it, some people can't. That's one thing you have to kind of decide for yourself. But I'd hate to see you jump into it and then quit because you think you can't do it. So just be aware of that. If you think it might be a little bit too difficult for you, do something else. There's plenty of programs out there. Beachbody has plenty of programs. Power 90, Slim and Six. There are so many good programs out there to build a base of fitness before you jump into one of the extreme programs. That right there kind of answers one of my questions that I hear a lot. I get the question all the time is like, can I do Insanity? And that pretty much there answers that one. Anybody can do Insanity. You can do Insanity if you're 300 pounds. The biggest thing you have to remember is it's not about keeping up with Shaun T. It's not about keeping up with the cast members. It's about doing what you can do for as long as you can, take the breaks that you need, and then get back in there and do it again. You have to push yourself though. You can't just like, okay, I'm tired, I'm gonna stop. You have to push yourself further than you think you can go. Take that break. Take those 5 seconds, 10 seconds to get some breaths in you, and then jump right back into it. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna suck, but you're gonna see the results if you keep pushing it. You have to keep at it, and you got to keep your mind strong. Don't let those thoughts creep into your head, because that's really not what it's about. I've been through this program twice now, and I have to take breaks. I cannot do, especially the month two workouts. I cannot do max interval plyo all the way through without taking a break. I have to take breaks. The people in the videos take breaks. So you just have to forget that and do what you can do, and that's the best you can do. And as you go through, you'll get better and you'll get better. The other question I get a lot is the Insanity versus P90X, which it's really not a fair debate because they're two very different programs. They're very good programs. It's really all dependent on what you're looking to get out of it. The main thing I would say with the P90X versus Insanity thing, if you're looking to burn fat, lose weight, trim down, I would say Insanity probably is the better program. If you're looking to, and that's not to say you can't lose weight with P90X, plenty of people do it. If you're looking to get a better all-around full body workout, build a little bit of muscle, P90X is, in my opinion, is the way to go. As I said, Insanity, you're not gonna get ripped. You're not gonna look like Shaun T by doing Insanity. Even Shaun T works out, lifts weights. He does, So just by doing Insanity, yes, you'll slim down, you'll lose weight, but you're not gonna bulk up. You're not gonna get those muscles. You probably won't even get a six-pack. You'll see some ab definition, but you need to do a little bit more than just the cardio stuff to get those muscles. So that's, in a nutshell, the P90X versus Insanity debate. They're both very great programs. If you want more information about them, hit me up anytime. I'll hook you up with anything I can. That right there, this is getting long enough, so I'm going to cut it off. If you have any other questions as far as the program or any of the other programs, let me know. I'll be glad to answer any questions I can. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get some after pictures from this round. I'll probably take them tomorrow. As I said, there's not really too much difference, but maybe you'll see something. And then next week, I'm jumping into the asylum. I'm gonna do some videos for that, so hopefully you keep following along, and we'll catch you next time. All right.